All right, guys, welcome to my channel, Tips, Tricks, and Facts. Today we're going to go over some common troubleshooting issues with the Xbox Series X. Today we'll discuss some of the most common issues with the Xbox Series X and some simple step-by-step solutions that anybody can follow. This guide is going to cover console won't power on, overheating and loud fan, freezing, crashing, or lagging games, no sound or audio issues, your controller won't sync or connect, and no signal, HDMI signal issues, slow downloads and update errors, and disk drive not reading disk. Problem number 1, console won't power on. First, you want to check the power cable is firmly connected. Make sure the power cable is securely plugged into the console and power brick. Number 2, try a different power outlet or a surge protector. Plug the power cable into a different wall outlet, or just try a different surge protector to roll out power issues. Number 3, look for the light on the power brick. A white light means the power brick is receiving power. No light means the power brick may be faulty. Number 4, hold the Xbox button for 10 seconds. Press and hold the Xbox button on the console for 10 seconds to force the shutdown. Wait a few seconds and then press the button again to power it back on. Problem number 2, overheating and loud fan noise. Overheating is often caused by poor ventilation or dust buildup, so make sure you check that. Proper airflow and regular cleaning resolve most fan noise and thermal shutdowns. You can take your little toothbrush through it and get the dust, or use an air compressor and blow the dust out. Ensure at least a few inches of space around all vents. Allow room on all sides for the proper airflow. 2, you want to keep the console upright, never enclosed in a tight cabinet. You never want to put it in a cabinet or anything like that. Upright position ensures optimal airflow through designed vents. Number 3, dust out vents and rear fan with compressed air every few months. You get your can of air duster. Remove dust buildup to keep airflow strong and temperatures low. That's real important. Just little simple tricks like that, maintaining your Xbox will keep it from overheating. And move your console away from direct sunlight or heat sources. Heat can raise internal temperatures and increase fan noise. Number 3 happens a lot, games freezing or crashing. Number 1, check to fully restart the console. Press and hold the Xbox button on the console for 10 seconds to turn it off completely. Number 2, uninstall and reinstall the problematic game. Remove the game, then reinstall it from your library to replace any corrupted files. Number 3, clear the local save game, the cache data. Go to Settings, Device, and Connections, Blu-ray, Persistent Storage, then select Clear Persistent Storage. Number 4, check for and install the latest updates. To do that, you go to Settings, System, Updates to ensure your console is up to date, and check for updates for your games. That could be the simplest problem right there. Number 4, no sound or audio problems. Make sure you check the HDMI cable connection. Ensure the HDMI cable is securely connected to both your Xbox Series X and the TV or the receiver. Number 2, confirm audio output settings. To do that, you go to Settings, then click General, then click Volume and Audio Output. Confirm the correct output format. Example, stereo, 5.1 surround or Dolby, or home theater. Step number 3, try a different HDMI port. Switch to another HDMI port on the TV to rule out a faulty port. It could be simple as that. It never hurts. Sometimes when you switch the ports around, it automatically resets it to where it'll pick up a signal. I've had that happen quite a few times. Test with headphones via controller. Plug in a headset to check the controller to check audio directly and isolate the issue. Problem number 5, your controller won't connect. Controller pairing issues are typically solved by power cycling the controller and repairing it directly with the console sync button. Step number 1 to do, replace or recharge controller batteries. Low or dead batteries can prevent the controller from connecting. Install new batteries or fully recharge the battery pack. Power cycle the controller. Press and hold the Xbox button on the controller for 6 seconds until the Xbox button turns off. Then press it again to turn the controller back on. Step 3, Resync using the pair button on the console and controller. Press the pair button on the back of the console. Then press the hold to pair button on the top of the controller until the Xbox button starts flashing. Then wait for it to connect. Step number 4, unplug other USB accessories. Disconnect extra USB devices, hubs, hard drives, adapters, etc. That may cause interference with the controller connection. Problem number 6, no display or HDMI signal. Step 1, you want to confirm your TV is set to the correct HDMI input source. Use your TV remote to select the HDMI input on your Xbox is connected. They got up to 4. Sometimes I've seen 5 or 6 HDMI ports. You usually got to go to your settings and select HDMI 1, HDMI 2, etc. Number 2, try a different HDMI cable. Use a different HDMI cable, preferably a high-speed HDMI cable or HDMI 2.1 cable. A lot of times that was the problem. I used to work on these, and it'd be as simple as somebody would bring it in and say it wasn't working, and I'd just plug in a new HDMI cord, and that was fixed the whole issue. Test number 3, test the console on a different TV or monitor. Connect your Xbox to another TV or monitor to determine if the issue is with the display or if it's with the console. Like I said, simple little things that people overlook and don't think to do because it's too simple. Number 4, boot into low resolution, troubleshooting display mode. If the screen stays black, your Xbox may be set to an unsupported resolution. Boot into low resolution mode. To do that, you need to turn off the Xbox, hold the Xbox button on the console for 10 seconds. Then you press and hold the bind button plus eject button at the same time. While holding, press the Xbox button to turn on the console. Keep holding the button for 10 to 15 seconds, then release. The console will start in low resolution mode, 640 by 480, allowing you to change display settings and restore output. Number 7 happens a lot is slow downloads and update errors. You want to use a wired Ethernet connection instead of a Wi-Fi when possible for more stable downloads. Restart your router and modem. Power cycle your modem and router. Unplug both. Wait 30 seconds, then plug them back in and wait for all lights to stabilize. Pause and resume the download. Pause the download, wait a few seconds, then resume to reset the connection and improve download performance. Yeah, sometimes when you pause it, it lets it build up, and then it'll start downloading it. Clear persistent storage or reset network settings. If errors persist, clear the persistent storage to remove corrupted download data, or just reset your network setting. Number 8, see that quite a bit too, disk drive not reading disk. You want to first clean the disk surface, wipe the disk gently from the center outward using a soft lint-free cloth, avoid the circular motions. Number 2, try a different disk. Insert another disk in to determine if the issue is with the disk or the console's disk drive. Number 3, ensure stable placement. Make sure your Xbox is on a flat, stable, vibration-free surface with proper airflow. Number 4, consider a factory reset. If the disk drive still fails to read disk, back your data up and perform a factory reset on it. You'd be surprised at how many issues these common little things will fix. When all else fails, reset your Xbox. To do that, you go to Settings, press the Xbox button on your controller, and then go to Settings, System, Console Info, and then you'll see Reset Console. Choose the Reset Console to see your reset options. Then pick the reset option that's best fits your situation. Confirm, and then go ahead and reset it. You'll usually see the options of reset and keep my games and apps. It reinstalls the system software while keeping your games apps saved to data intact. Recommend this is a soft reset and will resolve most software issues. Reset and remove everything. That restores your console completely back to factory defaults, removes all accounts, games, apps, and settings. But use that only as a last resort because that deletes everything. It resets it to like you got it from the store. Still having problems? If the issue persists after a reset, you may have a hardware problem and you'll have to contact Xbox support for that. Here's a quick recap on troubleshooting toolkit. Number 1, power cycle first. That solves more than half the common issues. Number 2, keep software and games fully updated. Updating brings fixes, performance improvements, and stability. They have them updates for a reason. Number 3, maintain airflow and clean vents regularly. Yeah, that's preventative maintenance. You want to make sure you get you a can of air duster, or if you got an air compressor, you can put it, you can spray the air through there and clear out that dust. Use wired connectors for safety. Network heavy task. Wired connections are more stable and reduce lag and disconnects. Reset it as a last resort before contacting support. A reset can fix deep software issues. Use it only after all. That's the last resort. Factory reset. Thanks for watching, guys. Subscribe for more Xbox tips, PlayStation 5 tips, electronic technology tips. And you can visit support.xbox.com for official help articles. But I've covered everything in this right here. Anything you're going to see on the support is what I just went over with you. And 9 times out of 10, the things I just listed, they're going to fix whatever issue you have. I'd appreciate it if you got any useful tips from this, if it helped you in any kind of way, you got any knowledge, if you'd leave a like, a comment, and subscribe so you hit the bell notification so you stay updated on any other tips I give regarding your game system. Thanks for watching, guys.